I would just refer people to our full report. I mean, what we try to do is in a very organized fashion lay out this committee's work over the course of almost 3 years now. Dating back to the first announcement, I believe, by the New York Times that Secretary Clinton used a private email server exclusively. And just tracking a timeline of our concerns, we're the committee jurisdiction with oversight over the entire federal government, but in particular legislative jurisdiction on federal records. And that's exactly what the Clinton email scandal was all about, is the maintenance of classified information, the criminal penalties against grossly negligent mishandling of those things, knowledge of the grossly negligent mishandling of federal documents. So we just laid it all out. Obviously, when President Trump was elected, he made the statement that Secretary Clinton was held accountable and the matter was closed, but it wasn't closed because we had the Office of Special Counsel's Hatch Act violation investigation on Director Comey. We had the Office of Inspector General of DOJ. DOJ also conduct own investigation, which resulted in the text between Peter Strzok and Lisa Page, and that has raised those texts, totally candid, unvarnished, have just raised an awful lot of questions. And again, they're cryptic, they're not complete, there's redactions in those things, but it just requires our committee that has jurisdiction over federal records to do the appropriate oversight, so we'll continue to do that.
Do you have confidence in the current leadership of the FBI and DOJ?
I have questions about some top-level managers in those departments. Carryovers probably from the previous administration. I have questions. I think they're legitimate questions, and so we're going to raise those questions. We're going to try and get more documentation. It'll be interesting to see what that missing 5 months worth of texts, which in and of itself gives me concern about the FBI. For months, those texts were being requested. They couldn't recover them. Once Congress was notified of those texts through news media, but then once we were notified that there was a missing gap, it took the Office of Inspector General less than a week to recover possibly some. We don't know whether they recovered all those 5 months missing texts or not, but that in and itself, why didn't the FBI, the premier investigating agency in the world, why didn't they recover those texts when they were under request from the Office of Inspector General and then from 2 committees in the Senate?